It's Amanju. Welcome back to Red Dead Redemption 2. On the last episode, I felt like I was drinking from a fire hose. Um, First of all, for the game mechanics, this is a completely new type of game to me. Never played a game by this developer before, and I was getting overwhelmed by all the different buttons and knobs that there were. Um, One thing at the very end of the game, after I signed off, I couldn't figure out how to manually save the game. I actually had to Google it online to figure out how do you do that? There's got to be a way, right? Well, it is apparently go into story, and here's the save and load. Wait a second. Why is it locked? Currently unable to manually save. Really? Really? Okay, well, that's bizarre. Well, I thought I'd figured it out by looking it up online, but anyway, the menu's in there somewhere, but I'm not really sure why that happened. Um, and in addition to the game mechanics, I was also feeling like I was drinking from a fire hose from all, and not necessarily the story, but all the different characters that are being introduced. Just like a huge laundry list of different names. In post, I reviewed the video and like took out a notepad and wrote down a bunch of names to help me remember who's who. Um, and I'm not going to go through all of that and summarize the plot so far, but Arthur Morgan, I think his last name is Morgan. Arthur Morgan is the protagonist that we're playing as. And one issue I had with the last episode was I'm hoping that this game has a story which immerses me and in which it shows me what the character's motivations are. And I've got nothing about what Arthur's history is, what his history with this group that he's with is. So I don't know what motivates him. I don't want the game to spoon feed me what I'm supposed to do. I want it to tell me why I'm doing it, you know? And I want it to make my motivations as a player match up with what the protagonist's motivations are supposed to be. When I don't get that backstory for the main character and I don't know who he is and what he's about, I feel like something's missing and it's hard to get immersed. So, in the absence of that backstory, I'm going to make one up. And I'm saying that it's canon that Dutch is to Arthur what Monty Burns is to Smithers. And just like that, I get it. I get the character's motivation. I understand why he's there and why he would do the things he does. It all makes sense. It's unrequited love. Okay. If that turns out to actually be Arthur's real backstory, I think there's a better chance of getting struck by an asteroid than that being true. But whatever, it's the backstory I'm going with because they haven't told me anything otherwise, so that's what I'm going with. And one other thing I wanted to remark about was Micah. Let's see, how do I put this? There's a common attitude for players in an RPG to feel like the whole world revolves around them and around the character that they're playing, and that they're the most important thing in the entire world. More important than anyone else, even kings or emperors, even gods, that their character is the most important thing in the world. And it gets them into this attitude that, yes, players in an RPG often have this attitude where they take NPCs for granted and think nothing at all of walking all over them. And it's not that people are sociopaths or they have no empathy. It's kind of like a Sheldon Cooper syndrome. It just doesn't even occur to them that the feelings and needs of the NPCs might be different from the players' feelings and needs, and that the NPCs might feel that their needs are more important and their feelings are more important than the NPCs' feelings and needs. Anyway, it struck me that Micah Bell, I think his name is, he set Sadie Adler's house on fire and burned it to the ground. And nobody acknowledged that. Nobody said anything about it. It was just like, yep, they burned her house down. And I was so struck by that I actually had to look at a couple other YouTubers and see their Let's Plays of this game, just the beginning of it, just to see that scene and how they reacted to it. A couple other Let's Players that do this professionally and are actually good at it. And sure enough, they didn't react to it. The most reaction that I got from them was, oh, gee, I guess we can't stay in that house now because it burned down. And nobody acknowledged the fact that you just burned down this poor widow's house. Not only has she lost her husband now, but she's lost everything because Micah overturned that table and knocked over the oil lamp and set everything on fire. And just nobody acknowledged it. And, you know, if Sadie Adler is a little salty about that the next time we meet her, I could understand why she would be. And the last thing I wanted to comment without going too long here was, at this point in the story, there's this woman named Abigail who has talked Arthur and another guy named Javier into tracking down her man, John. And John had been sent out ahead of the group to scout ahead. Mike had also been sent to scout ahead, but he came back. I don't think they left together. That wasn't the impression I got. But anyway, Micah came back, John never did, and it's been several days. I have a suspicion that, and I could be wrong about this, I don't know for sure, but I have a suspicion that John, that we're looking for right now, is the protagonist from the previous game, Red Dead Redemption. I guess there's only one way to find out. Let's keep going and see if we can track him down. Okay, reorienting myself here. Can I inspect this campfire?
A few hours ago, most.
Okay, that's useful information. Let's see if I can remember the game mechanics that I've learned so far. Where did Javier go? This way? Okay, but where are you? I lost you. Oh, there you are.
What are you doing? We get split up, we could die out here.
Okay, where are we going? I'm here. Where are we going? Where? I got nothing to say to him, I guess. Where are we going? Where? I gotta get on the horse, don't I? Alright. Get on the stupid horse.
Okay, boy.
Stupid horse. I gotta pick a name for this horse. I think I gotta call him horse meat.
You tell me. These are horse tracks for sure, but could be anyone. Let's just see where they lead.
Oh, this is the horse health.
So,
Your horse will collapse if your horse gallops or jumps. Oh wait, stamina drains.
happened on that boat?
We had the money, it seemed fine. Then suddenly they were everywhere.
Bounty hunters?
No, Pinkertons. It was crazy. Raining bullets.
There's a lot going on right now. I was trying to read the prompts that was telling me
Watch out
game
for this
mechanics,
crevice.
but I'm kind of interested to know what did happen at that boat.
Dutch killed a girl in a bad way. But it was a bad situation.
That ain't like him, though.
Not Dutch. He would never hurt someone.
Continue along the cliff wall here.
Oh, I see the tracks that he's following.
Davey got shot. Mac and John, Both shot too. Sean, we don't even know. I'm surprised we escaped at all. By the time you boys showed up from the other side of town, we were only just holding on.
Bad business, all right. Damn snow's coming in hard again.
To activate cinematic camera, hold.
Don't move fast. Yeah.
Alright, I don't even know what that was. Hold X while viewing cinematic camera to automatically follow roads and other paths. Wait, what? To change cinematic camera, press R3. I can't see crap right now. I literally can't see a thing. I can't see anything. I can't see. Exit cinematic mode. Yes, please exit cinematic mode. I mean, I'm gonna run right off a cliff. I have no idea where we are. I can't see a thing. What am I gonna name this horse? Horse meat comes to mind. I could call it horse meat.
Careful, it's getting narrow here.
Please don't challenge my equestrian skills. I will gallop right off a cliff.
Horse, struggling.
Yeah, a lot of fresh snow here.
I don't know about this, Javier. I mean, we can't follow nothing.
Let's push on a little bit. Maybe we'll pick up the trail again.
Almost there, boy. Come on now.
Hey, look! Over there! You see that?
No. I don't see anything. Oh wait, what is that? It's a body.
John was riding that horse when we left Blackwater. Let's see if he can hear us.
What are you doing? You set off an avalanche, dummy.
Come on! Up there!
I always wonder if I could inspect the horse. Yes, I can.
Yes, I could.
Yeah! It's coming from up ahead somewhere. I don't think we can go much further on the horses. We'll have to walk from here.
You just made me dismount. Good, can we walk forever?
Who knows what's up ahead?
Oh yeah. Weapons was stored in your horse. Wait, what? Wait a second.
Getting that gun then?
I was given a gun. Let me look. L1 to review stored weapons. I mean, I don't see any. Wait. Oh, damn it. Wait a second. Oh, I see. Sawed-off shotgun. Cattleman revolver. Let me look at the condition of this stuff. Fire rate, range. This has terrible range. Terrible accuracy. Does more damage. I don't know. I mean, it's as if the game wants me to have this shotgun. It gave me the shotgun. I think I'd rather have the revolver. It's got better range. Better accuracy. I have more ammo for it. And I can only carry one. Alright, I'm gonna do this. I might as well learn how to frickin' use this frickin' shotgun. I don't have a good feeling about this, but I may regret this.
Careful
I hope we
over
can
here.
climb back up.
You sure about this?
It's coming from this way.
Okay,
I don't like
Yeah,
this.
we're high up here.
you're telling me.
That's not John, is it? Stamina, display lower left.
Drops down
Outer bar
here.
depletes when you run,
Watch
climb, or
yourself.
jump. Lever of inner core affects how quickly your stamina refills. Yeah, well, how do we boost the inner core?
Watch out here. Stay low under here. Okay, good now.
Watch your step. This is real slippery.
Stay close to the wall. Up here. Come on.
Anything that improves stamina core? Yes. This. Record of news events. Record of events and news of personal nature. Oh. Alright, let's... Wait a second. Can I look at this? I gotta check my diary. Blackwater.
That sounds closer now. Come on.
I'm reading something. Ooh, pretty pictures. I bought this new journal after the last one got destroyed in that fire all those months ago, whenever it was. Haven't written or drawn much in the last few months, but I was missing it more than I thought I would. I'm finally near a store, so here I am, I guess. After all that business up north and the fire, we spent a few months in the wilderness traveling down from the northern grizzlies? Stuck mostly in the western foothills of the mountains during the worst of the winter. Food was easy to find and life was good. Dutch had a lead for some land we were going to buy, but the land did not match up to his criteria. He got spooked we were being watched by the law and that somebody knew who he was. And we never bought it, and we are wandering still. We picked up a couple of new folk in the Grizzlies. Jenny, sweet young girl, we met abandoned on the roadside. And Micah, an outlaw Dutch met in a bar, someplace. Dutch seems very taken with Micah. Oh, I'm already jealous. Who is pretty. Hot-headed. Hey, it's my journal. I'll read it how I want. Micah, who is pretty, hot-headed, argumentative, and full of himself. Hosea and I are less sure. Guess we shall see. Eventually, we came out of the wilderness and are now holed up outside Blackwater, although sometimes I stay in town hunting for opportunities. I might be onto something. We got plenty of money, and the trail we took was so torturous and slow nobody could have followed us, south and east, or figured out where we was heading. We was thinking about California, but then Dutch and Hosea brought us down to Blackwater. Pictures of Blackwater. Whew. It was a long journal, but I'm going to get through it. Blackwater has apparently grown a whole lot since any of them was last here. I was told to expect little more than a trading post, but the place is growing fast and it's almost a small city. The town seems to be riddled with corruption, but there's certainly plenty of money here. It's good to be sleeping in a bed from time to time and living a more civilized life after so long under canvas, but I do not particularly like being this near a town. We are living here, camping outside town mostly, hidden in plain sight. I guess life seems pretty easy. Abigail and Marston keep arguing. Is that John Marston? I wonder why exactly he came back. He cannot seem to decide if he wants to be a father to that boy of his or not. The arguing is exhausting. I heard talk of a man. Sounded like... What? Trelawney? But we haven't seen him for many months. Hosea and I are onto something. Something pretty big. Might be a lot of cash coming in to do with a real estate. A lot of cash coming in to do with a real estate scam Hosea thinks he may have discovered. I'm not sure yet. The perfect crime, we think. One where we rob crooks. We're being real careful. It's fun working with Hosea again. The man is an artist of nonsense. Even if nothing comes of it, we're having an amusing enough time. I'm surprised he's not writing on both pages. It's good to be running scams again. Hosea is a born huckster. He's getting anxious, worried that by lingering in town we are going to bring undue attention on ourselves. But Dutch thinks he is also onto something big. His words, not mine. Bank money being brought in by a boat. Ah, the boat deal that they keep talking about. Apparently so for now. Try that again. I'm sorry, this is script writing and I'm having trouble, like, reading it. But Dutch thinks he's also onto something big. His words, not mine. Bank money being brought in by boat, apparently. So for now, we're working on both things and seeing what happens. Plan is to flee west into the desert country, someplace if we can. I don't think things went according to plan, because we're not in desert country right now. Mikey and Dutch are planning to rob the ferry in town. They think it's laden with riches. Cash coming in for the banks, coming in by boat. For once, I'm not getting involved in the job. Hosea and I are too taken up with our business, which I believe could go very well. And Dutch seems confident that with the group assembled, all will be okay. Plan is for them to carry out the job, then flee into the wilderness out to the west. The next day, Hosea and I carry out our scam and join them. Dutch seems happy and excited. He's talking again about California, but he's always talking about... Oh, he's also talking about a lot of other places. Yeah, it's a nice picture. Okay, that was it. Alright, so that gives me a little bit more background about what the boat job was and why Arthur wasn't with them. But also, I need to eat something. Something that restores stamina. Oh, horses like that too. I could feed that to my horse. Let's eat canned peaches because I don't want to get scurvy. There we go. Okay. Sorry, I had to read my journal. What? Lots of guys have journals. That doesn't mean anything.
We're coming, John!
And don't read my journal. There's private stuff in there.
Damn, it's cold.
I do not like this. This smells of a setup.
Let's keep moving then. Come on. John, can you hear me?
Call to John. Okay, my favorite movie of all time. Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Call to John.
John!
I'm not calling to John. This is a setup. Javier, shut up. This is a setup.
Out on the ledge! That's John! We're coming! Hey!
I'm never gonna find my horse
Down
again.
here!
You fellas there? All right. Hot down, Marston.
Oh my god, it is John.
That's quite a scratch you got there.
Never thought I'd say this, but it's good to see you, Arthur Morgan.
You don't look so good.
I don't feel too good neither. I'm freezing.
Don't die just yet, cowboy.
Come on, compadre.
I'll be darned. I was sure that was a setup.
Can't go back the way we came. Let's try this way.
Ain't you a sorry sight?
Can't argue with you there.
See? I told Dutch you weren't the right man for this.
Sure you did.
You all right?
I think so.
Come on. Hopefully this will lead us out.
This is quite cinematic, but uh-oh. Wolves.
Look up there.
Oh.
I'll distract him while you get to the horses. Go! Draw them off.
All right, John, come on. Let's get you on that horse.
Come here, Wolfies. Where are you? Oh, come on! I want to shoot them! I want to shoot the damn wolves!
Got 'em all. Good work, Arthur.
That hurt a little bit.
Okay, let's get going.
I'm gonna have some of that.
These bastards show up.
I don't know, there were some controls there for, I don't, distracting the wolves or something, and it's like, no, I just want to shoot them. And I couldn't figure out how to do it. Again, a little confused by the mechanics there.
I don't feel too good.
You'll be fine. It's just like a dog bite.
Knew a fella, got bit by a dog, died an hour later.
You ain't gonna die. Not yet.
Hurry up, stupid horse. Maybe I'll call him Horse Jerky.
More coming down the hill.
That's a good name.
Get the hell out
God.
of here.
Get out of here!
There's more on the right. More coming in on the left.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Get the hell out of here! Get out!
Aim the weapon! Oh, fuck. The mechanics are not the same. This is annoying. I hate horses! I hate freaking horses! Freaking horses! Stupid jerky! You stupid horse jerky! Why? Why did they make the mechanics different? Why are the controls for aiming the damn weapon different? I mean, what the piss?
I don't feel too good.
You'll be fine. It's just like a dog bite.
Knew a fella, got bit by a dog, died an hour later.
You ain't gonna die. Not yet.
I hate horses. Hate, hate, hate. I'm not enjoying this right now.
Up there. More of them. Aléjate de mí.
Get out of here!
Shit, there's more on the right. We got more wolves on the left. Get the hell out of here.
Get the hell out of here! Get out!
This is so annoying.
Don't think so.
Should ride in the water for a bit. Try to lose the scent. Don't want to leave a trail right back to camp.
You know,
L1 to put away quick
we're
weapon.
gonna need to come up with a better story for that scar.
So, freezing, bleeding, starving, damn near getting eaten to death ain't good enough for you.
Nah, you can do better than that. One thing you ain't short on is fantasy.
Here, let's cross to the left.
Yeah, come on. Let's push hard and get back.
See those buildings up ahead, John? That's where we camped. Nearly there. Come on! Someone help John down off this horse.
Can we get some help here? Can we get
Where's
some
everybody?
help? We need some help here.
Come on, help him down.
Oh, there they are.
You're alive!
Here we go. There we go. Ay, careful, idiotas! It's his leg.
Oh, come on, let's get you warm. Thank you both. This is a new low, even by your standards.
Thank you, Arthur. Thank
You got any other lost maidens need saving?
Not today.
Have you and Dutch talked about how we're gonna get out of this?
I was just discussing with Herr Strauss when the weather breaks. Suppose we'll have to keep heading east.
East? Into all that civilization.
I know. The west is where our problems are worse. Come on, Herr Strauss. Let's get warm.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
We have been running for weeks.
I think you've been sitting in this cabin for weeks.
Been resting here in some old abandoned mining town while we wait the thaw. Hardly the spring I had been hoping for.
So what now, Dutch?
We get strong, we get warm, and we wait. When the storm breaks, we move. But we're safe here.
Oh, okay, now I...
I guess.
Alright, I don't think I want to read the rest of this, because it's probably...
Doubtful, just worried.
Wait, there is some stuff
I
here.
have been shot at before, Hosea. I don't feel that this is honestly anything new.
I hope not.
This is something about what went down in the boat deal.
But then the storm covered our tracks, so now we wait a bit, and we go back to Blackwater, and we get our money, or we get some more money, and we keep heading west.
But we're heading east.
For now. For now. We got this. We're safe. Stay strong, Hosea.
Okay. Let me sit for a bit. And just think about how things are. This is going to be it for today. Man. More horseback riding. I'm not feeling good about that. I'm not happy about it. I really, really don't want to have to keep doing that. And it's feeling like this is a central mechanic to the game, and I have to do it. And I'm resenting it. I'm resenting that the game is making me do horse riding. I really... It's getting annoying. But hopefully... next time we'll see what we have to do, and it won't involve riding on a horse in any way. Or we can at least not have to ride the horse to make things happen. We'll see how that goes. Next time on Amon Chooses Red Dead 2.
She's one of them O'Driscolls.
No, she ain't, Michael. Look at her. Miss, are you...
Oh, you fool! Michael!
You are
Yeah.
safe now. And you can't stay here.
Because we just burned your house down. Sorry about
Come
that.
with us.
Whoops! Whoops! Sorry about the burning your house down thing.
Bad man.
We meant well.
He ain't them.
Hey, are we going to acknowledge that Micah just set her house on fire? Or is that just sorry. Didn't mean to, like, sorry about the whole setting your homestead on fire. That was our bad.
Hey! Somebody's coming! Looks like it's Dutch. Hey, everybody, Dutch is back!
How'd you get on? Micah found a homestead, but he weren't
Burned it down.
first. Colm O'Driscoll and his scum, they beat us to it.
Micah found a homestead and
Some of them there. But there is more about, apparently.
especially
Miss
poor
Karen,
soul since
you
we burned
want
her house down.
Give her a drink of something. And Mrs. Adler, it's gonna be okay. You're safe now. They turned her into a widow.
And Micah's really sorry for setting her house
I
on
need some
fire.
rest. I haven't slept in 3 days.
You're over here. Miss O'Shea, boy. Mr. Morgan, we put you in a room over here.
Thank you, Miss Grimshaw.
Mr. Bell, you're with the fellas over there.
Shoot, I hope I don't remember all these people's
How come
names.
Arthur gets a room and I get a bunk bed next to Bill Williamson?
Because you set that lady's house on fire.
Yourself to bed.
Maybe you could have slept in that other house that you set on fire. Oh my gosh. Oh, game of the year.